So we haven't done a market review for a little while, and we are now 13 days into July, so we're starting to get a little glimpse of what the summer's going to look like. I think it's quite fitting that we have a Patek Philippe tray in front of us, because the last couple of months has been very Patek heavy on sales.
Yeah, absolutely. We've, I think, especially with the ladies' watches, we seem to be selling a lot of ladies' aquanauts at the moment. I think, we picked up a really nice bunch of colours and very unusual ladies' aquanauts that you don't really see very often. So it's been good.
I think we've been buying, we've bought some amazing, talking of ladies' aquanauts, we've bought some amazing ones. We've bought some incredible coloured 5067As, so the older quartz 35mm aquanauts, which I think are way better size than the 38mm, but we've managed to buy a plum, a kind of sandy beige colour, a light blue, brown that sold immediately, and a couple of grey ones, and the pink lilac as well. So they've all just gone up for sale, but that kind of stuff is hugely in demand. And I think it's a kind of telltale sign that women's watches are becoming more collectible.
Yeah.
Historically, kind of what we would call collectible watches were dominated by the men's market, and suddenly not only men are buying, men are also buying collectible women's watches.
Yeah, the ones that we've got, they were only produced for a year, maybe two tops, weren't they? So, and again, with the ladies' market, I think kind of in that 2010s era wasn't crazy for these aquanauts. No. So there's not many of them on the market. No. I think.
They weren't that in demand, were they? So the 80s didn't really order that many of them. There aren't that many in circulation. We seem to have managed to buy most of them, but we'll see what happens with those. So what else do we think is doing really well at the moment, or has done really well in the last couple of months?
So I think generally watches under 10,000 for us have been doing well. So a lot of Panerais. We sold quite a few Panerais over the past couple of months, for sure. Amigas are always very strong. Amigas have been fantastic for us. We need some more of those, actually. And obviously Rolex is Rolex. So it's the usual GMTs, Submariners, just as strong as they always are.
I kind of feel like, although that stuff, only you and I can have different opinions on these things, but I feel like although that stuff has been selling well, it is also where people are tightest for money.
Yeah.
So I feel like that budget for us as a dealer is the hardest budget. That kind of £3,000 to £10,000 budget is where people are stretching themselves to buy something they kind of can't always afford.
Yeah.
They might be taking out finance. They might be kind of consolidating a few to buy one. Whereas you're selling something over 100,000, it becomes more of a meaningless amount of money to the person buying it.
Yeah.
Because they are just that bit wealthier, and it's just a bit of a kind of frivolous purchase.
Yeah.
So the irony is that 100,000 to kind of £500,000, they're not really thinking about it, and those transactions are a bit easier. So we're definitely seeing more transactions into the hundreds of thousands than we've ever seen before.
Absolutely.
There seems to be a lot of money around at the moment. I think some of that is going to be fueled by what's going on in the Middle East and what has been going on in the Middle East. A lot of people not there at the moment. A lot of people, of very wealthy clientele, are utilising their homes in the UK and staying in London. So there's a lot of trapped money in London. There's a lot of the same watches going around in circles, and that Middle East market's a lot quieter at the moment. So what else do we think is going on?
I think APs have. We've been selling quite a few APs.
Yeah,
we're buying quite a lot of APs at the moment. Yeah. Whether that's to do with the Swatch AP collaboration, I don't know.
It must have helped a little bit. I think it's definitely put a little bit of fire into the AP market.
Yeah.
Because it was a bit flat. It's been a bit flat since the kind of Patek crash.
Yeah.
Post Russia-Ukraine war, but it's definitely picking up a bit.
Yeah, I think so. And again, like you say, the larger Pateks, again, 5711s, 5712s, things like that have been selling well.
There is a discrepancy though between what people are asking on Chrono 24 and what these watches are actually trading for, and I think that's what people don't realise, especially when you're coming to sell to us. I think sellers often try and use what's for sale on Chrono 24 by some very prestigious dealer as a benchmark of what the watch is worth. That is not the benchmark. That is what they are asking on Chrono 24. And I think you do need to take those prices with a pinch of salt.
Absolutely.
And generally those watches are trading at around 5% less.
Yeah.
So it's just a word of warning on that. We try our best to get as close to those prices as possible, but as dealers, we obviously have to make money. And there's costs involved, and there's commissions to pay to third-party platforms like Chrono 24, and so just bear that in mind. I think though we're selling a huge amount on consignment, more than we ever have done before.
Yes.
Obviously, as that becomes a bigger part of our business, people feel less worried about needing to purely sell outright.
Well, I think again, it's with consignment. We had the conversation before. It's always going to come down to personal preference and what you need. If you need to cash out, quick outright is always going to be the quickest option. But if you've got a collection and you're not wearing a few, consignment's always the best route. You'll get more back. I think consignment's been very strong at the moment. Again, in a lot of these larger pieces as well.
It just works well. It works well. We know what we're doing. We do it very, very well. There are clients that we sell 10, 20 watches a year for on consignment. We get them back at least 10% more than they would get if they were selling outright. And if you're not desperate for the money, whether that's for, I don't know, a house extension or a new kitchen or school fees or whatever it is you desperately need to pay for, if you don't need to do it desperately, sell it on consignment. It's so much better for you. Yes, it takes a little bit longer on average, 55 days or so from the point you actually drop it in to the point we sell it, but it works. And so no reason to give money away. Events, we have some events coming up.
We do. So the first one is Sunday, 19th. Sunday the 19th of this month, July, which is the Wheels and Watches event. So it's watches and Porsches basically.
That's in Hertford, isn't it?
It's in Hertford, yeah. It's a good event. We've done it 3 years now. I think this is now going to be our 3rd year doing this with them.
We'll put details of that on our Instagram shortly, and whoever wants to come, please send us a DM and we'll make that happen for you. But we're going to have loads and loads of watches on display, and there's going to be about £1 billion worth of cars on display as well. So definitely get down there. Really nice family day out, loads of food, really nice day in the sun on a Sunday. So come and do that with us. Other than that, I think we'll be posting a few other videos, kind of watch specific videos soon on what's best to buy for a certain budget, what's hot and what's not. But this is a kind of real general market roundup of how things are looking at the moment. And I think to summarise, things are really, really strong. We're having some record months. We're seeing lots of bread and butter stock selling. We're seeing lots selling at the high end. And we're seeing crazy auction prices from the likes of FP Journe. We're seeing lots and lots of traction from niche brands like Daniel Roth now, something we've spoken about before. We started to stockpile Daniel Roth about 2 years ago, knowing that something would eventually happen. That has now happened, and there's now no Daniel Roth left on the market whatsoever. No. They can't be bought. FP is just crazy at the moment. We're trying to get as many as we can, but prices are to the moon.
Just mental.
Yeah. So anyway, if you have something that you're looking to sell, please get in touch with us. We are here to give you live prices. If there's something that you have been wanting to buy for a while and you can't quite find it, let us find it for you. And if you just want any advice, we are here to help. We don't charge for it. Call us. Any questions, weird or wonderful, we're here to answer them. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching.